Hi,
Hi, Freddie. How are you?
I'm good.
Congratulations again on your BFA
Um,
show. It
Thank
was
you.
amazing. I'm so glad I didn't miss it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm so happy to see you. I think
Yeah,
even though we only met up one time for
yeah,
this exhibit, or maybe I've seen you twice before the show. I think seeing you was just so warm. It felt like, oh wow, I've known her for so long. That's kind of
yeah,
how I felt when I see you.
yeah. With you, Freddie, it always feels like kind of like just starting where we left off.
Yeah,
You
I like
know,
that a lot.
like it.
It's
Yeah.
never awkward or anything.
No, never awkward. But I just want to
Yeah.
congratulate you and your show. Show
Thank
was
you so
amazing.
much.
In a way, I wish you had more paintings in there, but
Oh
but
yeah, there's so many of us. I think there's 14 of us, and I think we're only allowed to have two. But I will have more shows in the future, so I'll
yes, yes, of
invite you
course.
to those.
Yeah. Do you want to tell me about like the paintings that were in the show, I
Oh
guess?
yeah. So actually, it was this one here. These two paintings. So it was the one of my mom and me when I was a child, and I just wanted to reflect on the relationship that I had with her and how it was so it was so precious to me. I think as I'm getting older and I'm having my own beliefs and my own decision making,
Mhm.
sometimes we're gonna have those differences, but it's always nice to have the um, like that relationship that we had before and just being able to look back at it. And it's always very heartwarming to see. And even though I don't see her as much anymore since I've moved, it's always like a nice painting for me to see.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that was in the love show, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But then like in your BFA show, you had like more friends.
Yeah. So
So
I
like
think
why are you just trying to make your kind of family or your theme like broader by including
hmm.
like
Yeah, I think so. I
people
know
outside of your blood, like related
hmm.
family?
Yeah, when I first came to Long Beach, I think because of COVID and Zoom, like the only person that I had access to was myself. So a lot of the times I'm just painting myself. Um, and then from there, I was like, maybe I can start painting my family. I feel ready. I feel ready to show them like what I've been learning. So it's a nice way to show them uh, how much I've improved in the past few years
Mhm.
being in Long Beach. Um, Also, I know when it comes to painting other people, it's kind of my way of showing that I care.
Mhm.
And I know that's what I wanted to do for my BFA show at school. Just paint my friends, my close friends that I'm always hanging out with. It's always nice to see everyone's reactions too.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely get like that warm feeling from
Mm.
you. It's almost like your paintings are real magical, you
Ah,
know? There's a
thank
no,
you.
really, I mean, there's a warmth and there's a way that you're bringing together like, your sort of yeah, family that you're not blood related to, but your family
Yeah.
too, like your mom. And I just feel like with your friends in your BFA show, like you're just extending this warmth and who you are. Uh,
Yeah.
I think it's very authentic, and I know people talk about that all the time, but there's really this authenticity that I really appreciate. Your sort of like straightforwardness in what you do and what you believe in. I find very inspiring.
Uh,
Um,
Making me blush.
yeah, no,
Thank
I
you.
just, I just, yeah, I just feel like, yeah, looking at your paintings and there's a lot of, yeah, feeling and emotions there, and it's almost like, yeah, it's a way of kind of like, I know that people are far away, but like you said, it's like bringing people closer to you. And it kind of makes sense that Seon invited you to the love show because there's a lot of that, all there's a lot of bad in the world, but there's also a lot of good. And I feel like
Yeah.
it's what you do in your paintings.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I
So,
feel like we also, the way that we got paired up together, I don't know if it was just random or not, but I can see the relationship between like my paintings and your videos because
yeah.
it does talk about family and we kind of make something very sometimes bitter or something that's not always happy.
Right.
very like positive or happy too. Um, I know you had the video of dancing grandmas and partying.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Because
so
I
exciting.
No, thanks, Freddie. I mean, just that, like maybe our society maybe doesn't really see our seniors in that way, or see them more as like feeble beings, who aren't strong, who aren't like having fun,
Yeah.
But I just wanted to sort of counteract that with that video, with the grandma nightclub video.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's, like we're all kind of working through our
Mm.
like, what we're going through and what we see in the world. So yeah, that was the love show, Grandma Nightclub.
Yeah.
You'll see it later in October as an installation. So
Installation? So it's gonna be a big video?
yeah, I'm gonna actually build a nightclub area, so
Oh,
that
yeah.
video will be projected on the wall.
Uh-huh.
And there's some other videos that are a little bit more personal, maybe a little bit more serious, that I hope to you could, on tablets, they'll be playing on the doors of the bathroom stalls on the inside, so you can sit on the toilet and watch them. So yeah, there's a lot of work to do for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that you're thinking outside the box. with
I'm
how
thinking outside the box.
how the viewer.
I'm thinking
views the work.
inside the gallery box, but trying to go outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you started off painting in college, right?
Yes. I started very late. I started just like a little over 20 years ago. I'm going to be 53. I'm 52 right now, but I started at the age of 30 just to learn to draw. I just one day decided to change what I was doing and just do something creative. So I enrolled in Intro to Drawing, and yeah. But I went to Long Beach too, so go Beach. Like, I'm excited that we're paired up and we're both like Cal State.
Yeah, there's so much in common too.
Yeah.
And how would you say your work connected with the show?
I think, like the mural that was on the wall that the students painted, and I remember Sandra Lowe, who's in the show as well. She said, "Oh, well, the world's like not painted completely. It's kind of, it's sort of like the same thing we're talking about. There's a lot of love and hope, but at the same time, in our subject matter, there's still this bittersweetness."
Yeah.
So I feel like I do that a lot in my work, and I see it in your work, and so I thought we were a good fit.
Yeah, me too.
What a wonderful world. So and yeah, I'm so grateful that we were paired up, Freddie.
Yeah.
I know.
Me too. I was really nervous at first.
Oh, you were?
They were just going down the list. I'm like, oh man, like I just hope whoever I get, I hope we get along.
Yeah. No, I can't imagine you not getting along with people, Freddie. So
yeah.
But no, that was fun. We'll have to have more Long Beach outings.
Oh yeah. Oh, thanks for choosing the restaurant too. It was a good
I have to come to where you work.
Oh, yeah.
At the Korean barbecue.
Yeah. It's super good.
Yeah.
I actually work later today.
Oh, right. You have double shift today, you're saying. Yeah. So how about you, Freddie? Like, how do you see yourself? Like, why do you think you're in the Love What a Wonderful World show? Like, how do you?
Oh man, let's see. I know for this piece, I wanted it to be about how I still love my family, even though we do have different views on the world and what we believe in, different when it comes to like religion or politics, or it's just, I feel like those differences really, or when I think about religion, it's like something that's supposed to bring people together, but sometimes it's something that really like brings people apart or takes people apart. And I think with this the music that I put in the back, it's like a song that my mom really I think it's a song that she played a lot on the piano when I was little. She would sing it all the time, and it's always it's those Christian hymns, and it's just something that I'm very it's very, very sentimental to me.
Yeah.
And I think music is something that will always, like, if I hear a really old song, it'll
Yeah.
hit me and I'm just like, oh man, like, I'll start feeling so like weak, or I'll feel emotional,
Yeah.
vulnerable. And I think when I'm painting, it's so important that when I'm painting, I have to listen to something.
Yeah.
I think it's something that like amplifies like my work.
Yeah.
And how I think this relates to the show is that I think as a Filipino American,
Mhm.
uh, I feel like my experience here is so much different from my mom's. And being able to have education here and
Yeah.
how everyone is just so progressive, uh, it makes me have an open mind to her upbringing and how everything was so different back then for her.
Mhm.
And it's like there's not much I can do, and you can't force someone to change who they are.
No.
So I think loving them from a distance, or even just painting them from all the way from Long Beach, it's just, you can still love someone and show it in different ways. I think this
Yeah.
is how I wanted to show that I appreciate my mom. And we don't have the best relationship, so I think painting is a lot better than talking for me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a way to kind of like work through what like relationship that you're going through with your parents. But
Yeah.
I really like how you have the music, like the sheet music
Mhm.
behind your family. Like it adds a lot of layers, metaphorically and literally. And I think
Yeah.
it works really well. Like when you're talking about like being, coming here or being Filipino. I mean, I'm not Filipino, I'm Japanese, but my mom's first generation, my dad's second. But yeah, making the art, and like you're saying, like you may not have the best relationship with your parents, and I feel like I have a okay relationship, but it's definitely a relationship of like caregiver, caretaker, that kind of, like my mom is really, she takes care of me, she does, and she always says you're only able to make art because of me. Yeah, she kind of makes me feel guilty, but it's true, so I know that's the way she kind of extends her love. I used to think like when I was younger, like I would see like maybe Caucasian family, Caucasian families be a little bit more like loving, give each other hugs.
Very
My
open.
mom's 89. I never got that kind of, like physical nurturing, but I know that there's still like love there. It's just manifested in in a different way. I'm trying not to like like that's how they grew up, that's how they are, I can't really change that, but it doesn't mean like they care about me less, or so I'm actually, I mean, at this age I'm kind of coming to terms with that, like it's okay, they show their support,
I think something that's funny is like we make art, and our parents may not always approve of it, or they're not always supportive at first, and then when you're an artist and you're trying to figure out what to paint, it's them,
Yeah. No, that is so true. Yeah. That's so true.
And then from there it's like I don't know, either they like it or they don't, but just got to keep painting, or
just
making more work.
Videos, making work. Yeah, my mom hates my work. Like,
no.
I mean, I don't think she hates it, but she doesn't get it, or she wonders like why I'm making all this about the family, like, and it's not like true. It's like based in fact, but then it is fictionalized and definitely taken to a very exaggerated level, just to be able to disprove that, I take it to a super exaggerated level. But yeah, she doesn't always get it, but yeah, the family always somehow shows up in the work, like both the kind of joy and the pain, maybe the pain to sort of, I don't don't know, explain like the joy. I'm not sure what I'm saying, but yeah.
What other
Oh,
videos do you like to do, or
oh,
what
other
else
than
what other like topics do you talk about?
um, more recently, it has been like about family,
Hmm.
like especially like my family, that sort of Asian American being a model minority sort of thing.
Yeah.
Um, I'm kind of I'm trying to disprove it. Not all families are perfect. We're not perfect.
Hmm.
There's dysfunctionality. So that's why I did my Coco's Love, like soap opera
Hmm.
based on my, life, sort very loosely, but based on my life. And then earlier when I was at Cal State Long Beach, and I still feel like I'm doing the same thing. I'm very
Yeah.
much influenced by the everyday. So I'm very much influenced by those who are around me, close around me, like friends, coworkers, family. So I'm very much influenced by what they're interested in. It kind of becomes my interest.
Hmm.
And so when I was at Long Beach, I dealt a lot with like weight, self-perceptions, self-esteem, how we see ourselves and how other people um see you. And so I did a lot of self-portraits. I was in the figure camp at
Oh
Cal
yeah.
State Long Beach, and I did more self-portraits based on that kind of idea. But I
Hmm.
still feel like these kind of insecurities that we may have, whether it be ourselves or about our families or expectations people put on us or we put on ourselves, that's still a common through line in my work. So
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So where do you see yourself going after this, Freddie, with your paintings? Like,
Oh man. Hmm. Let's see. I know a lot of my professors at my school tell me that it's not traditional to have smiling faces in art. So, what's it called? They said I need to look at more paintings, and
mm,
I need to do maybe more like slice of life, more like candid, if I'm just reading a book, kind of those kinds of paintings.
yeah.
Because these pictures that I do, they're so like smile for the camera,
Yeah.
I think I do need to get into something that's more like genuine, a genuine moment. So I think my challenge is to find those moments,
Yeah.
but without the camera being like, what's it called? I Does that make sense? I'm so bad at
Yeah.
explaining.
Yeah. I was just wondering, like, I know maybe we're supposed to wrap up, but like maybe have you thought of like when you're talking about like finding more candid moments, like maybe drawing or painting like just kind of more gesturally?
Yeah, maybe so.
To kind of capture the moment quickly, like whether it be go
Hmm.
sit at a coffee shop or, like
Yeah.
seeing your family, your mom make dinner or whatever, like I
Hmm.
thought. I don't know, maybe it's something.
Yeah, I've never used a sketchbook because I always know that I'm never gonna finish it. But I'm gonna
Mhm.
challenge myself to use a sketchbook.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like maybe your unfinished could be finished, like
Oh yeah.
yeah, I don't know, but yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know.
did you ever get your Instagram back?
I never got my Instagram back. My
Uh
friend is saving my handle and she says she'll release it
mhm.
whenever I'm ready. But I just realized when you release it or deactivate or whatever, they still give you a month if you change your mind.
Oh yeah.
But, like maybe I should let her know now, because like it's not like I could get it back tomorrow to start a new account.
Yeah.
I didn't get my Instagram, but I'm gonna follow you, Freddie. so,
Oh yeah, I'll follow you
so
back
follow
then.
me back. No, no. But yeah, I feel like I'm totally missing out on stuff. So I really appreciate you texting me your
Oh
invitation
yeah, of
to your
course.
show, or else I would, like I would
Mhm.
not remember or know. So
No,
yeah,
I'm so glad that we had this opportunity to meet, get to know each other. I
yeah.
feel like you're already like my lifelong friend now.
Oh, I am your
Yeah.
lifelong friend, Freddie. Thank you for saying that. That makes me feel so good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm so happy and grateful to have somebody like you, so kind and
No,
compassionate as my friend. No, really,
no.
and
I
you really,
think. Oh, is that?
oh no, and you really see the world very positively. And
Oh, thank you.
yeah, no, I appreciate that very much.
I think what I really liked about this show was it is about love, but also it's like we're creating this new friendship, and I know for a lot of art calls, when you get into these shows,
Yeah.
sometimes it's so hard to talk to new artists or people. But for this one, I like that there was some interaction. It was nice being able to leave with like at least one new person.
Yeah. No,
So
and
it's
I mean,
really
like,
nice.
super nice. And then, yeah, at the art show, everybody's so nice, and it was real nice to meet everyone and put the artist faces with their work. And
Yeah.
no, I thought it was a really great, yeah, it's a very great concept, and it's just a nice way to bring people together.
Yeah.
Because yeah, and for me, it was like getting reacquainted with Long Beach again, like doing something in Long Beach and
Yeah.
meeting artists from Long Beach was like really, really nice. Like,
Mhm.
a lot of things have changed, but a lot of things didn't. I've always liked Long Beach, and I still do. And being part of the show, really was nice. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
hopefully we'll be in another show together soon.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be so great. So
But yeah.
anyway, Seon. Are we supposed to? Did Seon tell us to wrap up?
Oh, okay, yes.
Okay. Was that okay, Seon?
Yeah, that was great. I was waiting for you to kind of say, okay, bye, Freddie, or
Oh!
something.
Oh,
but,
shoot.
Oh shoot! Bye, Freddie.
See you later.
See.